Okay, welcome to building a glider, and we're going to use laser cut parts for this. So before this video, you should have received back from your teacher these parts: a fuselage, a little triangle like this. It's for the launching. What do they call it? Launching lug? I don't know. Horizontal stabilizer, vertical stabilizer, and the wing. Now, in addition to this, you'll need these tools. You'll need a little puddle of glue. I'm just using some white glue. You'll need one of these jigs that'll hold the wing in the right spot. And to go with that jig, you need to have these two pieces that'll be part of the jig. Now, if you don't have the standard dihedral design that's just like one cut here in the middle, then you'll have a different shape for these. I'll cover that on a little bit later video, how to take care of that. You can just treat this like normal, and then when you get to the part where you're putting your wing together, you can stop this video and go on to that one. It's also really helpful to have a steel ruler. It's good to have a utility knife, a pen, and one more item. Okay, the other item is it's a jig for the for the vertical stabilizer. We'll show you how that works. Okay. So now we're all prepared. We'll go ahead and set these aside and start with the first bit. So right now we need to, in a controlled way, we're going to break this wing. It should come scored fairly well right here, but what I want to do is make sure that it's scored on both sides. So I'm going to take a pen, I'm going to transfer just a little mark right here. Try to make it dark enough that you can see it, and do that on both sides like this. There with my ruler, I'm going to do the bottom of the plane here like this, and I want to very lightly try not to cut all the way through. If you do, it'll just come apart. We're trying to avoid that if we can. We just want to do a real light, so I'm not pressing down at all. I'm letting the weight of the blade score, and I feel across there, and I did slightly bump. There's a bit of a crack there. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and put it right side up, and then what I'll do is place the ruler along the line, grab this part here, and just pull up gently but firmly. There we go. I don't want to just go crazy fast on it. So I was just really careful. If that's too hard, you might want to score it. Okay, the next thing we need to do is on my fuselage, I tried to put your name closer to the front on the fuselage, closer to the back on the surfaces, so you'd kind of get an orientation of where they should be. On my plane, the design was to come back 111 millimeters, and so I'm going to use my ruler to mark it at 111. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was 125. There we go. I'm going to mark it here. And this is, I'm put a little X here. This is where my wing is going to go. Okay, now that I have my wing control braked, the next thing I'll do is build my jig so I can put it all together. So you'll notice there's some lines across the bottom. It's got to have like a 90-degree angle on this side here. This will slide in, and if you need to put a little bit of tape on it to get it to stick well, that's fine. but you don't want this to move very much. And I put the lines here so that we can get it parallel to the top of the jig. So I put it on one side here like this, and the other side I'll go here, like this part right here. There we go. And I want to have them come in not so they're going to touch. We don't want it to glue to the fuselage. Okay, we're just going to hold this at the right angle. Now here's this part of the fuselage. I want to have the support be about middle of my wing, so I'm coming back far enough onto the fuselage, and then I gently press my fuselage down until when I feel my finger across this junction right here that it just barely touches. Okay, I'm going to move things around a little bit, double check and make sure it's still square. Now from the boneyard I'm going to grab some spare wood like this, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to use it to paint the glue onto the part that I need to glue. So we're going to go right here to the fuselage, and if you get the glue from our class here, it's just white glue. If you're at home, whatever, doing this, you can use regular white glue, but stuff we have is set up over the years. It's still pretty good, but it's thick and it dries really strong. Okay, so we put it like that. Now once again I'm going to check the front of my plane is right here, and the back is right here, so I may have to bend it just a little bit more so that it just fits like this. And now what I want to do is press down so that it touches the jig. I'm going to hold this up for you. See, I want to have it pressed down so that it touches the jig on both sides. Now it's really important that this dries in the right spot, so I'm going to provide some lockers for you or a surface for you to put these on, and it's important to let it rest like overnight and let it dry thoroughly. Make sure that when you go set it into resting place that you don't bump it because it will dry the way you put it. Now I can go ahead and do this right now before, if I have enough time and the bell hasn't rung, whatever. I'm going to put my horizontal stabilizer first, so I paint some glue here. And I've put this line, I've scored it right in the middle so I can find center. I want to place this on the back right here. And then with the vertical stabilizer, this piece right here, I put the name on the bottom. And so what I'll do here is I'll paint the bottom edge. It's okay, I can clean it up a little bit when it's in place. Just want to get some good glue on the edge there. There we go. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is use this jig. Now the way the jig works is it slides on the back above the glue, so I can put my vertical stabilizer along the line there, and then I press down on the jig so that it holds it at a 90-degree angle. Now that everything's on there, it kind of moved when I put it on, so I have to adjust that right now. I'll kind of look down this way and make sure it's all straight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. If I want it to turn a little bit, I would probably just turn that just a toe. Don't do a lot if you do that. Okay, now what we'll do is put it aside. We'll use this part. Oh, I suppose I could show you now. Normally I just put it aside, but I have it here, so we're just going to go ahead. And the big key on this one is to make sure that I have something for the rubber band to attach to. So we just put it on underneath right here. This. And then if it's not quite the right shape, that's okay, because after it's dry and everything, we can use some utility knife to make a hook out of it. So we get all that on there. It's all in good shape. Now I'm going to go put it aside, make sure everything's all straight, and we'll let it dry overnight. So be busy doing something else for a while.